quitting working out was the best thing that I did for my gains. And if you don't like working out, then it might be the best thing that you can do for your gains. If you constantly hate working out, then it might be time for a deload. You can only train so much and build up so much fatigue. All right. So when you're constantly training hard, your body tends to accumulate fatigue. And when you accumulate a lot of fatigue, a multitude of things happen, none of which are good, by the way. So you're going to plateau, you're going to feel tired constantly, you're not going to like working out, your joints are going to start hurting, you're pretty much not going to make any significant progress in the gym. So there's really no benefit to training. You're not enjoying yourself. Like, you're not getting the mental boost from the gym. You're not making any gains in the gym. Your joints are starting to hurt. It's doing more bad for you than it is good. So how do you specifically know that you need a deload? Here are 3 extremely common signs. And by the way, I experienced all 3 of these signs and more before I deloaded around about 3 weeks ago now. Sign number 1, you constantly feel tired and unmotivated. Now, the key word here and the qualifying term really is constantly. Now, if you had a tough day at work on Monday and you don't want to go to the gym because you're, quote, tired and you just want to rest, lie down in bed and relax, then suck it up and hit the gym, all right? That's when you've got to be disciplined. But if you're constantly feeling tired and you're not enjoying yourself in the gym and you're pretty much never motivated to hit the gym, it's probably time for a deload. Sign number 2, you're making little to no progress on the exercises that you're doing. So if you've been stuck benching 135 pounds, say for the last 6 months, and you haven't added a rep or added a pound, then you probably need to do 2 things. A, deload, and B, choose a different chest exercise because your body is probably done with this one. Realistically speaking, there's going to be very few people in the world who plateau at 135 pounds, but I'm just using it for example's sake. Just real quick, recently I've been writing programs for my busy friends who have full-time jobs. If you're in the same situation as them, then send me a DM on Instagram. Look at the link in the description or in the top comment. Send me a DM on Instagram and I'll literally write you a free program. Sign number 3 that you need a deload is no athleticism/stiffness. Now, I can tell really easily when I'm stiff because I do jujitsu and Muay Thai outside of the gym. But if you just don't feel very flexible and just feel, quote, locked up just doing everyday activities, then there's a high chance that you might need a deload. You could just need, it could just be that you're not flexible naturally and you just need to stretch. But if you've noticed yourself getting less flexible as time goes on, then it might be time for a deload. Now, how exactly do you deload? I'm going to give you 2 options, right? None of these are, quote, optimal, but they're extremely simple and they still work very well. Option number 1, the rule of 50%. So you're going to train with 50% of the weight you normally use and do 50% of the reps that you normally do. So say I do my flat benching with 70 pounds in each hand. For a week straight, I'm going to do 35 pounds each hand. And if I do 10 reps, usually I'm going to do 5 reps and I'm going to stop the set. Now, this approach is good and it does work, but honestly, I prefer the second approach, which is just don't train. Straight up for a week, relax, pursue other hobbies, spend time with the people you care about, and just forget about the gym for a week. And here's why I really prefer that approach. When I don't train for a week, when I get back into the gym, I am itching to be in the gym, super motivated, super like I just want to be in the gym, want to hit the weights, just like I really start enjoying training again after like I don't train for a week. And so I recommend that method. Now, if you deload properly and at the right time, you're almost always going to get better gains in the long term and you're going to have better longevity.